Good day, everyone. I am Teacher Fem and Las Marias. I will share to you my insights and experiences about teaching. I will answer three questions. Number one, what is my teaching philosophy? Second, what are the key components of a good lesson plan? The third, I will share an experience where I made a difference in my students' life. My teaching philosophy goes like this. A teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. As a servant leader, we selflessly share ourselves, our hearts, and aspirations to others. These aspirations means that we teach students good values, manners, and characters in order for them to become a member in the society. This will lead them to success, not just having jobs, not just having a successful career, but having or learning values and good characters in a teacher makes them a better member of the society, which means that it creates a better place for all of us. When we religiously do our tasks in the classroom, we not only share knowledge to students, but we also give them direction by opening their minds about this, and more importantly, by touching their lives in so many ways that their decisions, good and sound decisions, become outcomes of their learning. Another philosophy that I adhere to is a great teacher teaches from the heart and not just from the book. What exactly does it mean to be an excellent teacher? Credentials, knowledge, critical thinking, and all other intelligence? Of course, these are all important. But a great teacher, on the other hand, should be much more than credentials, experience, and intelligence. A great teacher is kind to his or her students, colleagues, parents, and those around them. These people are very important because it takes a village to raise a child. It should come from the heart. My favorite saying is, kindness makes the world go round. And it really does change the atmosphere in the classroom and the school. Being a welcoming, caring, and loving teacher makes students feel welcomed, cared for, and loved. Lastly, a good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others. The teacher do his or her best, exert effort, consumes itself in order for students and transform them. It's about changing and transforming the lives of these students and their families. What are the key components of a good lesson plan? It should be SMART. SMART is an acronym which stands for S, specific, M, measurable, A, achievable or attainable, R, relevant or results focused, and lastly, T, timely, or time-bounded. Specific. A good lesson plan use clear, direct language to tell the learner exactly what he or she should learn and what he or she should be able to do after the lesson. Don't be vague and clear or misleading. M. Measurable. The point of setting a learning objective is to determine if the learner can meet, perform, or satisfy it. And you can only do that. The objective is something that you can measure. That means, first, that it must be an action that you can observe. This is where the common mistake of using words like know or understand, which are not actions that can be objectively observed. It should be based on the Bloom's taxonomy, learning objectives. And second, the objective must be written so that any objective observer could watch the learner's performance and agree if the objective has been satisfied or not. Next, it should be achievable or attainable. Your learning objective must be something your learners have a chance of completing or satisfying. They must have enough pre-existing knowledge, time, and similar resources. For example, you wouldn't create a learning objective that asks a primary or elementary school child to construct a rocket in an hour. It's not just not achievable. While checking your objectives at this level, make sure your learning objective isn't too easy or difficult. Next, be relevant, or it should be results focused. The objective should be something the learner sees the value in learning. Don't teach material that's not important or won't be used. Remember that your training should matter to your learners' review. Review the adult learning principles to see the importance of this. To make this more clear, if you're creating a lesson, or if you're, for example, you're creating a job training, your learning objective should teach workers to perform skills that they'll perform on the job after the training is complete. And lastly, timely, and it should be time-bounded. We should manage our time as a teacher. So in lesson plan, make sure your learning objective is something your learner will have to use in a timely fashion. It should be timely. And a good lesson plan should be time-bounded. It should be finished in a specific time. We should manage our time and allot specific time in each of the activities in our lesson. I will share an experience that made a difference in my students' life. Every child is special. Every child has unique talents and abilities. Nobody knows the future of a person. Every day, the teacher deals with different learners. There were times I noticed that there are also students who are not confident, challenged academically, and motivated in class. And so, I always tell my students that education does not focus on one aspect, but caters all aspects of talents, child's abilities. This is based on the theory and idea of Howard Gardner's multiple intelligences. Suggest that we all learn holistically, but also develop different capacities and intelligence. That is why I always tell them to never be discouraged, always believe in their self. They should discover their talents, potentials, abilities, and learning styles and develop. Follow their heart's desire and passion, nourish it, and it will lead them to success.